Someone doesn't know when to quit. We just got word that an LMB sergeant by the name of Mosley gunned down a man in front of his family. I don't think that sort of thing should stand. Someone needs to make an example of Mosley before his friends start imitating him. You're selected to do the job.
Seen this place before it all happened.
Engaging target! What? What are you waiting for? Shit! Gonna sweep the air.
Check it out for myself.
Engage the target. Keep it. Just give it up already.
Mosley was exactly the sort of dangerous wild card we didn't need around here. Removing him from the equation makes it safer for everyone.
Looks like there's an LMB.
Calling all available division agents. LMB are holding civilians at the police precinct on East 55th and 3rd, requesting immediate assistance.
Anything on him?
Nothing important. Probably just a guy who got split from his patrol.
Unlucky.
Charles, listen to me.
This is a breach of contract. You were hired to secure our assets as agreed upon, and you've left them vulnerable. We're talking billions in damages here.
I don't give a damn about your assets, Nancy, not anymore. We followed our contract to the letter, and in return, you stuck my men in here under government-issued quarantine, expected to protect empty buildings in a dying city. Well, I can't ask him to do that. We've got bigger fish to fry.
You're not gonna get away with this, Charles.
What are you going to do? Sue me? You and your family are...
God damn it! Is anybody out there? Somebody help me! I've been locked in here for hours!
They must have tossed the keys here somewhere.
Nice work, Agent. Good to know we can depend on you.
Terrifying. Now I need to get the hell out of here.
Looks like we have a complaint from a neighborhood resident who can't tell the JTF from the LMB. It's pretty clear who's actually roughing up his neighbors, but this is a show, don't tell situation. I swear, I have no idea how some of these people have survived this long.
This is Eva Acosta, and I can't find a way out of this fucking city. I'm almost out of food, and I don't know what to do. There's a whole lot of desperate people camped out in the train yards, but I think a lot of them are sick. There's no way out through the Lincoln Tunnel. There's no way across...
Civilians secure.
Just curious, so what was your previous line of work? You handled the Last Man Battalion like a pro.
тебе в этом бардаке? Не скучно?
All units be advised. Reports of heavy LMB presence at the Murray building on East 49th and Park. Proceed with caution. Midtown is safer. Thanks to you.
Ungrateful goddamn civilians. Nobody can tell you.
Nice backpack. Where'd you get it?
A friend.
Patrol, this is dispatch. Sarah has identified Hollingbrooks Plaza as an early transmission vector for green poison. They're requesting a full scan of the area.
Warning. You are now entering a contaminated area. Alert. Contamination scan initiated. You are now entering a safe area. Warning. Now leaving the safe area. Contamination scan initiated. Alert. Contamination scan initiated. Now entering a safe area. Warning. You are now leaving the safe area. Warning. You are exiting the safe area.
Thank you, Agent. This will help our scientists track the evolution of the outbreak.
Exiting the contaminated area.
Dispatch to patrol. I'm getting reports of LMB on East 49th and 5th. Proceed with caution.
That's the end of that. I'm gonna see what that is.
Tango inbound!
GTF reinforcements requested. Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Any unauthorized personnel found in this neighborhood will be considered enemy combatants and will be dealt with accordingly. This has been a public safety announcement from the last man to town.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Good job. The LMB aren't exactly easy to stand up to.
You are now entering a safe area.
Good morning, New York. Or evening.
After things settle back down, you should come see me about a job. I could use someone as efficient and goal-oriented as you. What you just showed me was a hell of a resume.
Remember I was talking about the sleep?
So, this is the big one. LMB's last foothold on the island is the last place you'd expect those sons of bitches to hole up. The United Nations. And since nobody's gonna pass any sternly worded resolutions to get them out, it's up to us.
We've got ears on their comms and eyes on the compound, and it's clear this is where Colonel Bliss wants to make his last stand. It's also likely they're still holding Chernenko there, the Russian scientist they extracted from the consulate.
We take out Bliss, we chop the head off this snake. We take out that site, and they got nowhere to run.
Captain Benitez's troops will mount an assault on a key LMB position. That should distract them enough for you to breach their perimeter and shut down their auto turrets from the inside. Once that's done, we can launch the main assault, trap Bliss like a rat. But it all hinges on you.
Warning, now leaving the safe area.
If we're gonna reclaim the UN from those LMB types, step one is getting you past those guns and inside the wall. My people will draw the sentry's attention, mainly by shooting at them. That should buy you enough time to use breaching charges and cut your way inside.
See you on the inside. Road set if we lost it.
Everything's prepped and ready. We just need you to punch the clock.
Clear the south gate and we'll begin the assault.
Warning, hostiles inbound on your position.
Watch for enemy reinforcements. Hell of a fight.
Thanks for your help there.
I'm glad you showed up.
You went through.
There's access to the tunnels beneath the UN close by. Once in the tunnels, you'll find the breach site 200 yards north. Leave the JTF squad and go.
Target location reached. Deploy explosives. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
We're getting chewed up pretty bad out here.
This is taking too long.
We need those turrets turned around and the main gate open, now!
Don't worry about the courtyard. The JTF can hold it. Take point at the General Assembly.
Bliss is your target. Take him down fast.
Bliss is your primary objective, but we believe Keener and the Russian are still in the building as well. I've tasked JTF squads to search for them, but if you see them, don't hesitate.
Active echo beacon detected.
Bliss, the LMB, they're over. I'm getting our immunologist out of here. Engage the division personnel on site and muddy up their tactical read. We'll rendezvous later. Sir! Sir?
You better hear this. Bliss just broke radio silence. We're trying to track him. Patching you through.
Flying son of a bitch, Aaron Keener put a knife in our backs. Anyone not on the wall needs to be hunting that traitor and his Russian playmate down. They are not to leave the compound alive. Am I understood?
There is no wall, sir. JTF forces are in the building. Your helo is prepped and you need to evacuate now.
Mother... Right. I'm coming up. The General Assembly Chamber. Go!
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Sir, we've got eyes on a helo over the main building.
That's gotta be Bliss. Fuck! Shit! Agent, we pissed off Bliss, but his command staff might still be in the General Assembly. Head that way and engage!
Hostiles inbound on your position.
Okay, now, we still have LMB in the building. I need you to...
Sorry to cut in, Captain. Agent, this room contains any intel the LMB has on Manhattan. Find a terminal and download everything. We don't know what we don't know.
Lady's got a point. Better do that.
Warning. Incoming hostiles. Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Interesting data here. Looks like the LMB had eyes on everyone. There's something weird here. I'll get Rhodes on analysis right away.
The remaining LMB troops are breaking. It's all over but the shouting, so link up with our people in the courtyard, we'll see where we go from there.
Effectors are giving up. We've secured UN HQ. It's a damn shame about Bliss. Last eyes we had on his bird, he was going half-assed and full blast heading due south. Probably gonna go to ground. Sir! Well, I'll be goddamned. We got a hostile bird over the courtyard. Get to cover now!
Soldiers of the Last Man Battalion, this is your commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bliss. And I tell you, we will not fall this day. We are soldiers. We have survived the virus. We are not going to go down to a bunch of ragtag volunteers who think they know how to fight. Regroup and assault the enemy position. We're taking this place back, and we will fight to the last man.
Careful, Agent. We still don't know what this thing's capable of. Knock that arrogant fuck out of the sky.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
You got those reinforcements. Stay on them, Agent. Pour it on. You got him. Put that asshole in the ground. That helo took out the master turret controls, but if you can get to each turret, you should be able to realign them manually. Put some heat on this bastard.
Agent, we got a call from the commander of the Secure Quarantine Center over in the Tenderloin. It's where the JTF screens civilians for access to Camp Hudson and to work with the relief effort. We got 80 people housed there. He needs some help when you get a chance.
How about that, Agent? You just killed the CEO of the last organized threat to Manhattan. Wasn't easy, and we lost a lot of good people, but you broke the LMB's back. Nobody's gonna be sweeping neighborhoods telling people join or die at gunpoint. Not without Bliss running the show. Still gonna be squads of them out there, but without the big man, we can handle them every day and twice on Sunday.
So, here we are, Agent. We've made a pretty good team, I think. Done a lot for this city. A lot more than people thought we could. You and I both know this isn't exactly a happy ending. Our favorite homicidal traitor, Aaron Keener, is still out there, and he's still got Chernenko with him. Read Keener's file sometime. It's, quite interesting. And we don't know where Amherst is either, or what else he might have up his sleeve, but there's hope. Dr. Candle's got the DCD on the road to a vaccine. You broke the LMB's back and the cleaners, and the Rikers too. We took the city back like we promised we would. We're not done yet. As long as the Dark Zone's out there, we've got our work cut out for us, but we're on our way to finally saving the city. And with it, maybe something more. Not bad for the second wave, don't you think?
Confirmed. Unidentified Shade Tech beacon located.
For your own safety, stay in your home.
Here I am, Aaron Keener, the first wave's prodigal son. Normally I'd do this face-to-face, but I'm not 100% sure which way you'll jump. You act one way when Ms. Lau is watching, and another way entirely when you're off the leash. That's an interesting contradiction. You see, I think that deep down, you get it. You know, the old rules, laws, governments, those things died on Black Friday. But the feral PMCs, the convicts, the ones smart enough and good enough to take what they need, they'll survive. Me? I'm gonna prosper. Oh, you could too, but you took an oath, right? You got a duty. Those are both ways of saying that your conscience is fucking you. You ask yourself, who has earned a right to tell you what to do? Do you know how many agents died to hold the Dark Zone just for the brass to give up and put a wall around it? You don't believe me? You should check the place out for yourself. But the people you're working for, they're irrelevant now. Amherst changed how the game is played, and I have got the vision to win. I got Chernenko, I got a DNA printer, and a very interesting recipe book. I'm gonna write my own rules. You should think about getting in on this thing. I'll be seeing you.
Agent, the information you found in that lab was the crown jewel. I think we can break this thing now. But we've got some more information. A voice from the grave. Listen to what Amherst has to say.
What you're looking at is the smallpox virus, one of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change, and sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal. I didn't come up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitaly is one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea has been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a 1 lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate. I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But a funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me. Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest, helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation. It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't and won't. Godspeed. I'll see you in hell.
Agent, you're needed at Camp Clinton over on the West Side Piers. Make your way here as soon as you can.
Now entering a safe area.
Agent, you're needed at Camp Clinton over on the West Side Piers. Make your way here as soon as you can.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
Takes it out of you.
Спасибо тебе огромное. Будь осторожен.
Best gear for the streets, right here.
Agent, this way.
Hey there. I'm glad you made it. Welcome to Camp Clinton. It's our toehold over here on the west side piers. We've been moving into the area in hopes of bringing it under control. Unfortunately, we're not the only ones here. That isn't surprising. What is surprising is that we've gotten evidence of them working together. That's why we need you here. To confirm they are cooperating, find out why, and once you do that, to shut them down. Good luck. Hopefully you won't need it.
Yeah.
Hey, Agent. I need you to check in with the new guy, Kekich, over at the terminal. He's got something big on his hands and he could use your help.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
Dr. Kendall said you did good at the train yard.
Heard they routed those last man losers.
What the hell does it take to get this thing running?
Keep fighting a good fight.
Take a look.
Agent, before we pulled out of the dark zone, the brass airdropped in some shade tech stations to coordinate local ops. Thing is, those tactical sites are still in there, sitting on all sorts of intel. We want it back, and so does every rogue agent in the city. We need you to get a team together and download whatever you can from those stations before someone else does.
Oh, hey, Agent. What you are looking at is one of the Shade tactical terminals airdropped into the DZ before we pulled out. They were supposed to help coordinate ops, but well, that didn't work out so great. So they have just been sitting there, rusting. Until now. They're waking up, and they are loaded with operational data we need. The terminal will bring you up to speed on how to get them fully online.
NYC. I'm Rick Velassi, and this is Wouldn't You Know?
Agent, let's get you up to speed on what you'll be dealing with out there. We need you to recover critical data from Shade Tech stations that got left behind in the Dark Zone before rogue agents can intercept it. You'll have to capture all 3 stations at each objective to start uploading data. You can enable turret and pulse fortifications at certain objectives to help defend them. Activating them requires Shade Tech that you can recover from enemies and find in crates in the Dark Zone. Oh, and another thing. Be aware of the 2 tactical boosts you can use to enhance your squad's performance. Points for kills and point multiplier. You can activate these with Shade Tech as well. Remember that you're part of a squad, and everybody has a role. Collecting shade tech to power up tactical boosts or fortifications can be just as important as securing objectives. Teamwork is the key to winning this fight. I need the whole file before I can decrypt it, so make sure we get to 100% before the enemy does. Good hunting.